Vlogmas day 1. Oh my God, are you guys ready? I'm not sure I am, so that's a problem. Oh, I'm gonna try my best. I'm not gonna promise it's gonna happen every single day, but God, I'm gonna give it a red hot go. So yes, 1 video every single day until Christmas Day. Am I even gonna film Christmas Day? Probably. But yeah, that one might be up the next day. So here we go, Vlogmas day 1. Now, I have a few things I wanna do today. The house is a little bit untidy. We need to clean that, of course, it's just everyday life. I went out and bought a heap of snacks and things when I went to Port the other day. So I want to set up a little snack bar, or yes, look, like a little snack bar in the theatre room, just so that we've got like some little snacks and stuff to have throughout the Christmas period in there. I'm not going to have that set up like all the time because it'll mainly be me snacking on the snacks. So we're just going to do it for Christmas. What else did I want to do? I've got my little list here. Oh, I've got my Christmas t-shirt on to start Vlogmas off. The one that I made using my Cricut machine. Absolutely love it. I think I'm going to make another one of these. I've got to try and find some more red t-shirts. They just don't seem to be around at the moment. I want to touch up the walls finally in the house where we've patched up all the walls. So that we need to do today. And I want to clean the kitchen window because that is gross and grotty. So that needs to be done. I think we'll start by setting up the snack bar because that's fun. And then we will get into some cleaning because that's not fun and we just need to get that out the way. So let's go into the theatre room. It's not going to be anything great. We're just basically going to put some chips in this basket. We've got a big jar of different lollies here, and I'm just going to transfer some into these smaller ones. I want to pick up a packet of M&Ms and a packet of Skittles to put in those two, and then those two there will have the gummy lollies. So I completely forgot about the Skittles and M&Ms when I was shopping at Port. But we're going back next week, so I'll pick up a couple of bags of those then. So I got this mix from Woolies. It's the original salted mix, so it's basically all plain sort of chips. That's my favourite. So, and let's be honest, I'll be the main one probably eating half of this stuff while I watch my Turkish series. Oh, and if you're watching your weight, each packet's only got 104 calories, which is not too bad. And I like these little packets because it just satisfies that salty, snacky vibe and you're not eating too much. Whereas if I've got a family bag of chips and I open it, I'll definitely eat a family bag of chips. So yeah, that's not good for me. Set these up so that they look a little bit prettier. So there's our little bag of salty snacks, all good. Our lolly jars, like I said, I'll save 2 for the Skittles and M&Ms. I'm not much of a Skittles and these sort of lollies I don't really like too much. I'm more of a chocolatey gal. So we'll just chuck some of these in here. Alright, there we go. So we've set up our little snack station for the theatre room, and I think I'm definitely going to be watching a Christmas movie later on today as well. So that's one little job done, and we'll put all this stuff away. freaking hell. Would you believe it? The memory card run out halfway through me cleaning the windows. And my batteries have been dying. Like, I've gone through about 2 batteries just today. And then my memory card ran out and I'm like, what's going on with my camera? Oh, Michael had changed the settings to like 4K or something. So it was chewing up the memory card, chewing up all the battery life. I'm like, oh, please just fix it. Put it back on whatever lower setting it was. Put that face fuzz filter back on it to make me look pretty. So hopefully it's all back to normal now. It's definitely not making me look pretty. I look freaking haggard. I've had to put the aircon on. It is, I said to Michael, I'm going to see, because I've been, oh my God, I can't even talk. As I've been doing everything, I've been sweating chips, like my whole face has been melting off. And I said to Michael, I'm going to check the house temperature. If it's more than 23 degrees, I'm putting the aircon on. It was nearly 28 degrees in the house. I'm like, freaking hell, so wonder I'm sweating. So we've put the aircon on. I feel a lot better now. It took 30 minutes to download all the footage I had on my camera onto the computer. Like, that's insane. That was just from today's vlogging. Like, I've hardly done anything. So I think it's all fixed now. I've had a little bit of a break while I waited for the camera to format. So I'll show you the kitchen. We've got the kitchen all nice and clean again for 5 minutes. I'm just going to grab the paint now and we're going to touch up all the walls. So I'm going to just dab a bit of paint on all of those dots all around the house, and then when they dry, tomorrow we're going to roller the whole wall so that it, you know, you're not seeing those dot marks everywhere. So I'm going to do that now. I just want to tidy up my desk as well. My little desk area here has gotten a bit out of control, so we'll do that next. But yeah, first of all, we'll do the paint. I'm going to get Michael to do those ones up there because it's just too high. And I mean, fat girls on ladders is just, it's not a good look. It's not safe. It doesn't work. So if it involves a ladder, I'm getting someone else to do it. I'll just do all the areas that I can reach personally. So what am I looking for in here? Oh, something to open the paint tin with. So let me just open the paint tin. We'll go touch up around the house. Get the man beast to do some work. Here, I'll bring the paint over. He should have been up on the ladder doing the window too, instead of making me put some fetish content on my channel of fat chicks on ladders. Definitely wasn't a good look.
Does that cover it?
I think so. Thank you. That didn't take long. It was a little bit out of control. The other thing I wanted to show you guys too is I've been searching online for ages, looking for some planner pages that I can use next year, because I use most of you guys know I absolutely love my A5 Filofax, my Moorland. I've got this one in stone and I've got a purple one as well. Absolutely love it. And I've just been using some sample planner pages that I purchased a few years ago. But it's not quite working for me. Like, that sort of layout is not quite working for me for what I want. Just going to have a go at making my own, because at the end of the day, I don't want anything too complicated. So I thought surely it can't be that hard. So I used the Word document equivalent on the iMac. I don't know what it's called. Is it called Pages on the iMac? Whatever it is. And I ended up creating my own, and it literally took me 5 minutes. So yeah, so what I've got is, and I've made it on an A4, so I just have to slice it down the middle. So this is one page. So that's the weekly, I like a week per page so I can sort of get a good overview. And I've got 3 columns. So what I plan to do is have one column for any appointments or, you know, events or anything that's happening. Have this middle one for bills, any bills that are due, money, banking, anything like that. And then the last one, I thought I would use that as the meal planner because, yeah, once I start my healthy habits again next year, I really have to focus on meal planning and making sure we've got proper food in the house so that, you know, it doesn't tempt me to eat other stuff. So that's basically what I wanted the 3 columns for. And then on the other page, I have just one running column here, which is I just create my weekly to-do. So everything I want to achieve that week, I've got a weekly to-do list and then 2 spare boxes for whatever else. So if I want to write a shopping list, say if I'm going shopping on the weekend and there's a few things I need to jot down, I'll do my shopping list or whatever. Just 2 blank boxes to use however I want. So yeah, I've done them double-sided. So when I slice them down the middle, it'll be the perfect planner page. So I'll show you what I mean. And yeah, it didn't cost me a thing. Literally took 5 minutes of my time. I'm just hoping I've done all the margins and everything correctly. We'll soon see because I haven't tested one yet. Just using my Cricut machine to slice it. And I even like accounted for all the, you know, the extra space you need for the rings. I hope I did that right. Yeah, I think I did. So that's the way the layout is going to look when it's in my planner. So I've got the ring punches here, and then I've got my weekly, and then I've got my weekly to do, my 2 spare boxes, and then my appointments, bills, and meal planner. And I think that's gonna suit me perfectly for the way I've been using my planner. Because I used to like to do a daily to do, but then I'd find I'm always carrying a lot of the stuff over to the next day if I haven't got to it. So at least if I've got a weekly to do, I can just schedule it in somewhere in that week and then just tick it off at the end of the week. So yeah, I'm so stoked with that. Honestly, it took me 5 minutes. The longest time it took, I designed the actual boxes like in no time. And then the longest time it took me is to work out how to set it out on the A4 page so that it had the right margins on each side, but then also when you flip it over, that these ones had the right margins too. So I think it took me a couple of goes to work out which way it was going to put it. But yeah, super stoked with that. So that's going to be my planner set up for next year. I've already printed myself off a heap of pages, so I'm going to slice all those up and start setting up my planner for next year as well. So that's another job off the list. So happy. The other thing I was thinking of doing too for Vlogmas, one of the days, is a Q&A. A couple of people have mentioned that they would like me to do a Q&A. So if you want to leave any questions in the comments below, yeah, I'll start collecting some questions, and then once we've got a few questions compiled together, we'll do a Q&A. So Jessie may want to do it as well. So if you've got any questions you want to ask Jessie or me on any topic, whatever you want to know. I mean, I don't know that there's much more to know. Pretty much everything I am all about is on YouTube already. So yeah, but if you have any questions you want to know, leave them in the comments below and we'll do a Q&A on one of the days of Vlogmas. Oh, I'm just gonna enjoy a nice cup of tea now, sit down for a few minutes. I've been busting my hump all day. Got the kitchen all nice and clean, got all the main areas back to, you know, clean again. So while I've had a cup of tea, I was thinking, I started off doing my monthly favorites last month. I was gonna add that to the last weekend vlog of the month. Like that's how I was like rationing it in my head when I was gonna do it. So all the monthly favorites for that month I was gonna do in the last vlog of the month. But considering now I'll be doing Vlogmas, I thought rather than sort of doing it as a whole big batch, maybe each day I'll share with you one of my monthly favorite categories. And then what I was thinking is like, say for example, today I'm going to share with you like what my favorite movie was last month. Then I want you guys to maybe put in the comments below some recommendations of your favorite movie. So for me, for this month or for the month of November, I don't watch a lot of movies, and I'll be honest, I'm really picky with movies. I don't find a lot of movies entertaining. I don't know if it's just me, but I very rarely sit through a whole movie. Like I always end up getting bored halfway through it or end up on my phone, and yeah, so there's very few movies that actually capture my attention. But me and Mike sat down to watch one the other day, and it was called, I think you pronounce it fatale, maybe fatale, as in like femme fatale, and it's got Hilary Swank in it, and it's kind of like a, I would say like a psychological thriller if you were going to sort of class it as anything. And yeah, really enjoyed that. That was actually quite a good movie. We did also watch, what was that shark one we watched? The Great White or something. Oh my God, the most ridiculous movie ever. Like it was 2 hours of my life I'll never get back. Luckily I didn't sit through all of it. I was on Instagram and YouTube half the time throughout the movie. I definitely can't stand movies that have big creatures in them. Like it just loses me. Like if it's got a massive creature that's not normal, I'm just like, I'm out. The only exception to that, actually the one that I really didn't mind, was The Meg. That was actually pretty good. That was a shark one as well, but I didn't mind that one actually. That was quite good. But yeah, so Fatale or Fatale or Femme Fatale, I don't know how you pronounce it, but it's got Hilary Swank in it. Check it out if you're looking for a psychological thriller. And let me know in the comments below any good movies you guys have watched, because I need to find some. I mean, I'll be honest, throughout December, I'll probably be watching every Christmas movie that Netflix brings out. I'm going to try and get through all of them. I want to try and do at least one a day if I can. But yeah, if you've got any good movie recommendations, definitely leave them in the comments below, because I'm one of those people that'll flick through Netflix for an hour, and because I've sat down for an hour flicking through Netflix, I feel like I need to then get up and do something because I've sat down for an hour, but yet I haven't picked anything to watch. So yeah, if you've got any good movie recommendations, definitely leave them in the comments below. So I think I might finish today's vlog here so that I can get it edited and uploaded and get it all done on time. Now the vlogs I'm doing won't be half as long as my normal weekend vlogs, probably around the 15-minute mark, thereabout. I hope you've enjoyed day one of Vlogmas. I've got lots of stuff in my head coming up that we want to do, so yeah, it won't just be me cleaning every friggin' day. I've got, you know, quite a few ideas set out for the whole month of December. So yeah, hope you've enjoyed this video, guys. Don't forget to leave your questions down below as well for the upcoming Q&A if you have any questions, and your movie recommendations. And I will see you guys in my next video. Oh, that's tomorrow. See you guys tomorrow. Happy Vlogmas.